So I greet everyone and I say hello and good evening. Wherever you're connecting with us, it's good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is in your time zone. I'm really excited to share this amazing opportunity with you because it is a life-changing opportunity. If you are like me, you must have lost money online and you must have invited people to something where they lost money. There are so many Ponzi schemes on the internet. They will be operating so smoothly, so perfectly. Everything will be working well until one day you hear they've been hacked, there's a glitch, payment slows down, from payment slowing down, accounts frozen. Before you know it, one thing or the other, and the platform is gone. How can you make money online without exposing yourself to these criminal Ponzi schemes? That is what we're here to talk about tonight. How can you position yourself for generational wealth? How can you become a testimony in a way that your family and you yourself are going to be blessed? That is what we are here to talk about tonight. Well, before we get right into it, the slide in front of you is showing the purchasing power of the US dollar over a period of 100 years. So from 1913 to 2013, the US dollar has been falling in value. Everybody wants dollar. Everybody is crazy about dollar, especially if you live in West Africa. Everybody wants the US dollar. Now, the US dollar itself has been appreciating. What this graph shows you is if your family had $1 million in 1913, over a period of 100 years, that $100 million or that $1 million would have turned to $100,000. So you had $1 million as a family in the bank in 1913. By 2013, you had less than $100,000. That is how fast the US dollar has been losing value, and it keeps losing value. How can you position yourself and protect yourself? Remember, it's not just the US dollar that is losing value. The US dollar is a powerful currency, but it's still losing value. All fiat currency loses value. How can you protect yourself and your family from the loss of income? Welcome to the blockchain. Now, the blockchain is defined as a distributed ledger governed by peer-to-peer network. That is true. And just imagine your favorite bank. Let's say your bank is Barclays Bank, and you can see all the transactions of Barclays Bank over the internet. Anybody's account, you can see all the transactions, you can see all of the accounts in Barclays Bank. Imagine that kind of scenario. That is what the blockchain is. In other words, there will be nothing hidden. There will be no transaction hidden. There will be nothing to say, oh, we cannot see who is moving money. The identity might be encapsulated and encrypted, but money movement can be traced. That is the transparency that the blockchain brings. That is the definition of blockchain. But there's a second definition of blockchain I want you to understand if you're coming here for the first time. The definition of blockchain I tell you to take note of is that the blockchain is the internet of value. We have different values on the blockchain. We have the metaverse, parcels of land on the metaverse. We have NFTs, non-fungible tokens. We have tokens and coins. All of these are assets on the blockchain. They have value. And because they are connected by the internet, that is why all of this is called the internet of value. Now the question is, value equals money, not so? So we can say the blockchain is defined as the internet of money. This is a very important definition because if you want to do your PhD, you go to the internet of information, which is Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, and the rest. If you want to make money, you have to come to the internet of money. There is the internet where money is flowing, pure money. Pure money. That internet is called the blockchain. Now, this is why a lot of people come into the blockchain, they want to make money. But remember, because it's called the internet of money, you will definitely see a lot of scams. There'll be a lot of scams. There'll be a lot of criminal things. There'll be a lot of, people who want to rip you off. That is why there are a lot of those Ponzi schemes on the internet. So how can you protect yourself from scams, and how can you identify real businesses? Well, let's go on to show you how you can achieve that. Well, remember, money is evolving from the trade of barter method to gold, coins, banknotes, electronic money, which is now metamorphosing into digital money via cryptocurrencies. Many countries are creating their own digital currencies on the blockchain, and they call it, central bank digital currencies. This is to tell you that the blockchain is here to stay. This is to tell you that even governments want to have a piece of the action. How can you navigate the blockchain and position yourself to make money automatically? That's the question. How can you, really be milking dollar by dollar, $10 by $10, $50 by $50? How can you milk the internet of money? I want to introduce you to the amazing RoyalQ bot. Welcome to the powerful system that will be making money for you while you are sleeping. Well, before we get into the technicalities about the RoyalQ bot, remember, there are so many robots in the world today. We have robots that can act as your office assistants. We have robots that can cook for you. We have robots that can drive your car, take you to your destination, park the car. You won't see any driver. We have robotic delivery men. And during COVID-19, there was a robotic butler. This butler would move goods and services from one room to the next. And this was very common during the COVID-19 pandemic. So robots are part of life. And even when it comes to enforcing peace, robots are being used by the police, all right? These robots can capture criminals. They can get dead bodies out of where they are. They can disarm and dispose bombs. So imagine a place where it's reading with mines. These robots can go there, check if there are mines, detonate whatever they need to detonate, trigger whatever they need to trigger, and clear the field of mines. These robots can even break into buildings. So you see, police people in advanced countries don't have to expose themselves to some things. They use robots, to maximize interaction and achieve results. So how can you trade with a robot and really benefit yourself and your family? How can you achieve that? Welcome to RoyalQ. RoyalQ is an automatic trading system, a robot that trades for you while you sleep. It trades from Monday to Sunday, 24 hours, 7 days a week. It does not sleep. That is why it's a robot. It doesn't sleep. It just keeps trading for you, and it can be making money for you. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you can make $1, you can make $1 million. If you can make $1, you can make $1 million. It's just for you to keep repeating what you're doing, dollar by dollar, and you're on your way to financial transformation. This slide right here is one of the most important slides I want you to pay attention to. This slide right here. A lot of people have said, oh, I've been scammed. I've just been scammed. There's a recent scam that collapsed. Many of these scams keep deceiving and misleading people. Let me tell you something about business. If you are doing any business and you are risking your capital, that is not a good business to do. Let me tell you what I mean by risking your capital. If you're doing any business, just like a loan business, okay, somebody takes takes his own capital, gives out to people for a loan, okay, his own capital, not the deposits from other people. He takes his own capital, gives people for loan, and those people start telling him stories. Along the line, he could lose his interest and the principal. Any business where you have to risk your capital is not a good business model. Even banks don't risk their capital. These banks take deposits from other people and give out these facilities. The money that 100 people deposit, they can use it to give some loan to 1 or 2 people. So any business that makes you take your money and put it at risk, in a way that is so easy for you to lose it, that's not a good business. All right. That is one thing I want you to pick from tonight's, presentation. When it comes to RoyalQ, I'll tell you that your capital is not at risk. And I'll explain why in this slide. Okay. So let's just, let me call up my annotation briefly. And yeah, let's just do it this way. Okay. Just trying to get this. Spotlight. Okay. So here is our RoyalQ servers. Okay. These are RoyalQ servers. They are spread across different locations. Now here's Binance. Binance is also spread across different locations. Okay, but this is Binance. That is where your capital stays. Your capital and your profit stays in. You're not going to risk your capital from here. So your exchange could be Binance or some other exchange that is being used. Your capital does not live there. You do not risk your capital. Okay, that's a very, very, very important point. You do not send your capital to RoyalQ. There are many trading platforms that will tell you, send us your capital, and you send your capital to them. They perform for a while, even up to a year or more, and then they shut down when they hit their target. One of such platforms shut down a few weeks ago and went away with $1 billion. Their target was 1 billion. The moment they hit $1 billion, they shut down and went away. People were surprised. Okay. Now, here is your phone. With your phone, you download RoyalQ app from Google Play Store or iPhone. Then you also download Binance. Binance is like a bank account, but it's a bank account for digital assets. Okay. So you have to do your KYC, show proof of who you are, do whatever they tell you to do there. Easy. If you need to take pictures of yourself, you do it under light. Make sure there's enough light around you. Okay. And follow the on-screen instructions. Once you set this up, Binance on your phone, you set up RoyalQ on your phone. Over the internet, you can connect two of them together via what we call binding. So RoyalQ will be able to talk to your Binance account. This is the internet, and that is API binding. This API binding is being done from your phone. So you're able to connect these two systems from your device. Now, once you connect these two systems and you set your trade, if, for example, you are doing automatic trading, autopilot, you set your trade, your phone can go off network, you can smash it, you can throw it into the ocean. It doesn't matter, your trades continue because your trade is between RoyalQ servers and Binance. Your trade is not happening on your phone. Your phone is just a television screen, okay? Your trading is happening between RoyalQ and Binance. And you've connected both of them on your device. So once you've connected it, even if you don't have network, you have to go to the deep offshore. You have to go for military duties. You don't really have much time. Yes, you can just very easily, your trades keep going on and you're making money. So this is absolutely very, very important. Your capital is not risked. This is why I say RoyalQ is the safest business in the world because your capital stays here. All right? If you take your capital from here and send it here, oh my God, then you are risking your capital. So this is one of the things we tell people, you cannot be scammed. I was in a group today and people say, oh, they're just coming from one scam. Which one is this one again? And we told them, in RoyalQ, you don't send your capital to anybody. It's just like your money remains in your bank. If you're banking with any bank, your money remains there. Then you connect an application that will be trading inside your bank account. That's what this is. So you're in full control of your assets. API binding, connecting these two is highly secure. Your phone is just a television screen. It's just like your TV is showing you CNN. If you destroy your TV or your TV is spoiled, it doesn't mean that CNN does not exist anymore. CNN is working. So the same way, if your phone goes bad or you're out of network, it doesn't mean, oh, RoyalQ is not working. RoyalQ is still working and you're trading efficiently. This slide is very important. And I really, really want you to understand this slide, because if you understand this slide, you will see that this is different from whatever else you've seen in the past, whatever else, that's out there. So this screen is just telling you the 3 good things about RoyalQ. You can make 10% to 50% monthly. 10% to 50% while your money is in your control. Okay? Then whether the market is going up or down, you can make money. There are different ways of using this bot. If you join the system, when you join it, just dedicate the first 1 week to learning. Learn aggressively in the first 1 week. 1 or 2 hours and you've gotten it. 2-3 hours of studying, watching some videos, and you've got it's so easy. And of course, the third one here is just telling you your money is secure, protected, and in your control. So this is what the market looks like. A lot of people don't know this is how the market behaves. It behaves anyhow. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Just know that market will go up and down. You don't have to be worried. When it goes against you, relax. This is not leveraged market. This is spot. All right. So it's not leveraged. So you cannot hit stop loss. You cannot lose your money. All right. So just relax, let the market go up and down and keep vomiting money for you. All right. So there are 3 ways of trading with this system. And let's take the first way. The first way is the hands-free method. And that method requires some good capital, which is $3,000. Okay. So $3,000 with the coin called Acro. We recommend Acro because it's a very volatile coin. Acro doesn't pump every month, but when it pumps, it can give you 50%. Okay. In a year, it could pump 3 times or 4 times, 3 or 4 months. So even if it pumps in those 3 or 4 months, you've gotten over 150%, 200%. So you are good to go with other profits from other months. That is very important. So this is autopilot setting. Autopilot also stands for hands-free. Nothing to do, just set it and walk away. All right. But you have to be patient because the markets can be sluggish, can pump, can sleep, can pump. All right. You don't know when it's going to pump. So you have to be patient. The other method is hands-on using our signals. So hands-on means it's a bot that's going to be trading for you. You just, save your settings, simply import the settings into any coin of your choice, enter the signals. It takes just a minute to do that, 30 seconds, and your trade is running. When your trade sells off, you see your money and your profit in your Binance. We also have hands-on plus market analysis. For example, this morning by 5:30 a.m., members of this team were up looking at the market to generate signals, and those signals hit their target. That is how powerful it was. All right. So this team looks at the market on your behalf and gives you signals, and these signals will keep giving you, a lot of money. So that is hands-on plus market analysis. When you start, if you don't have up to $3,000, don't worry. You can start with even $100, but I recommend $350 minimum. Now, when you start, okay, you want to start with the signals. As you master using the signals, you can begin to learn the market analysis. All right. First of all, master how to use signals, then begin to also study market analysis. This, what we give you here, is a lifetime skill. If you master this skill, you'll always be powerful in the financial markets. All right. So this is a very, very simple, easy to use bot. Absolutely so easy, extremely easy. It's secure, it works. How do you get started? Okay. The cost of the bot is $120. So some people say, if I'm using the manual method, so the manual method requires still $120 for activation. All right, whether you're using the autopilot hands-free or the hands-on manual, you still need to activate the bot with $120. Then there's what they call fuel fee. You need to put a minimum of $20 inside the bot. So that's what you put in the bot. The only thing that goes to the bot is this $120 and your fuel fee. What is the fuel fee? Now, anytime RoyalQ makes profit for you, RoyalQ will take 20% of that profit. You can keep 80%, it will take 20%. But remember, RoyalQ cannot withdraw money from your Binance account. It doesn't have the privilege of withdrawing. Binance disables that. So how will it take its 20%? That is the fuel fee you put inside the bot. So this 20 dollar you put inside the bot, is from there to be deducting the 20% little by little. So if you make $10, it will take $2. Okay. All right. If you make $100, it will take $20. All right. So that's how it works. That is why you have to put a fuel fee here. Okay. So it's actually a very powerful system, especially if you have good trading capital. Oh my God, the kind of money you're going to be making is going to wow you. So look at the autopilot settings, which we set up for somebody in our team. This person started trading autopilot. Look at how much he was making: $44, $67 on the 31st, June, August 1, $77, $209. And this was with $3,000. He was making all of this money. Now, after 7 days, calculated what he has made, realized he has made $476 in 7 days. That means with $3,000, he had made 15% gains in his account. So that's powerful. August was a pumping mode for Acro, right? It's not every month you're going to get that kind of, literally 60% gains on your account. Remember, some months you're going to get it. Some other months you'll be getting 10%, 12%, 20%. Then when the market pumps, you can also hit 50, 60. Some people made 90% in August. So this is the autopilot settings, all right? It works. And you can see the kind of money this account kept making. It increased this trading to $6,000 and it kept trading and trading. So this is really, really powerful. People are really making money using this technology. Now, look at somebody who was trading in August and his excitement. Listen.
I just started this business on the 14th of last month, and with $100 capital, and so far so good. This is my report. I've been trading on 1.2% profit, 1.2% take profit, because I don't want to waste too much time in the market. But as you can see, I'm making progress.
Absolutely. The guy was so excited that he was giving his testimony. This is another guy just scrolling and showing his account in August. How the market excited everyone in the month of August. It was really, really an exciting time. This is how people are making money using this bot. The question is, why won't you? Why won't you join us? Your money is safe in your Binance and the bot is trading inside your Binance. So nobody can scam you. Nobody can scam you. You just keep making money on autopilot. So this is a wealth creation formula for a few years. We know that you can make minimum of 100% in a year. You can make 100% to 200% every year. So we say, even if you're doing just 100% every year, all right, in a few years, you would have $1.5 million. Okay? If you're going to take this, within 7-8 years, starting with $3,000, you're going to have $1.5 million. And we have not even added compounding. If you add compounding, within 5-6 years, you have this amount at your disposal. This is real. This is powerful. It works. So what some people do is, some people come together, 2 people come together who trust themselves within the same family. They raise 1,500, 1,500 and get started with the autopilot setting. So this is really, really powerful. And I want you to be a part of it. If you're so busy, you don't have the time to trade, this is a tool that you can set up on autopilot using the wealth creation formula for a few years. So how do you get started? Get back to whoever invited you, get their registration link, sign up. We have video guides to help you sign up. Once you have the link and you activate it, all right, then you fund your bot with $120, activate, put fuel fee $20, bind your robot to your Binance account or any exchange that is on the list and begin trading. Now on the internet, you need to be careful. That your phone is for transactions. So you don't want to be clicking links at random. You don't want to be clicking what you did not trigger. You did not initiate a link and you see it and you click. Many of these links are links sent around by criminals for you to click on them and they scam you. So please be careful. Don't use your RoyalQ phone for airdrops. Be very careful. Now, there are people who love to build businesses. There are people who love to refer people to opportunity. Now, those are the people that the next part of my presentation talks to. Now, it's not compulsory that you talk to anyone about this opportunity, all right? You are not required to say a word to anyone. You can sit down and keep trading by yourself. However, if you love helping people, if you love, sharing opportunity, there is a way for you to make serious income here. All right. If you are a junior broker, for example, all right, that is a V1. Automatically, after activating your bot, if you introduce anybody to this opportunity, you're going to make $30. If you introduce 10 people, that is $30 times 10 places. That is $300. Multiply $300 by your local currency and see how much that is. That is a lot of money. So if you challenge yourself and say, I want to build this business apart from trading, I want to introduce people to it. By simply bringing in a few people, you would have created cash flow for yourself that buying fuel will not be a problem. Coping with day-to-day expenses will not be a problem. There are people who have made $150,000 within 2 years of building this business. There are people who have made $700,000 in Africa just by building this business. Now, if you have a team of 20 persons, all right, and you become a middle broker, everybody you activate, you get $40. The compensation plan is massive. $40, and anybody that activates somebody in your team, your structure, you keep having extra income. It's really powerful. As people are coming in your team, you don't even know where the money is coming from. You're getting $10, $15. It just keeps pouring and pouring and pouring. It's really refreshing when you behold the sight of it. And if you become an advanced broker, that is a V3, oh my God, you have the capability to really make $50 for everybody you bring in. So here's my challenge to you. If you love helping people, can you tell yourself you're going to help 100 persons? It can take you 1 year to do this. It can take you 2 years. It doesn't matter. Just tell yourself you're going to help 100 persons. If you are a middle broker and you help 100 persons, that is $40 times 100. That is $4,000. $4,000 multiplied by your local currency. The amount will shock you. I encourage people to build this business because this is the safest business in the world. Nobody can scam you. Nobody has said that they've been scammed trading with RoyalQ. Since 2021, it came out of China to the world. So this is the safest business in the world. It just requires you to understand how it works, learn the skill in the first week or 2 weeks, practice, and begin to make money. There's a lot of money to be made here, and I really encourage you to grab the opportunity, grow through the ranks, and become a V4, a V5, and a V6. There's a lot of money to be made here. The bull run is coming. In the last bull run, a V6 was making $2,000, $3,000, and we're making $5,000 every single day. Every single day. So this is crazy. This is extremely powerful. This is a system that works. I want you to get back to whoever invited you and get started. Even if you don't want to build a business, just learn to trade with the bot. And it's important you learn to trade because you have to train those you bring into the opportunity. All right. So that's it. What does it take for you to learn? If you want to build a business, what does it take? It just takes you to create your vision of your goal. Just create a vision of what you want to achieve. Then begin to create that future. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to be willing to do what it takes. And you're going to fail. The first few people you tell about the opportunity, you're going to fail. They might not listen to you. They might not take it seriously. You might say it the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. It is the failure that leads you to success. Most people cannot build a business because they are afraid to fail. They are afraid to say the wrong things. They are afraid they can't take a no from people. All right. So, but look at it. Imagine somebody who has made $150,000 in 2 years. Is it not worth all the no's and all the insults, whatever it is? It's all about your ability to pay your bills. All right. So it doesn't matter what you think you know. It doesn't matter what degree you have. The question is, are you street smart? Can you create money with little capital? Can you create something massive with little capital? When you begin to build this business, it's scalable. You know, I told you the first rule of business is don't risk your capital. Now, the second rule is make sure you are building something that is scalable, something that can expand. All right. Do you know that if you have people trading in your team, as they are trading, that bot taking the 20% will be sharing the 20% to you and other team members who are building the business? So as people are trading every single day, you'll be seeing dollars flowing into your account, because as they're making profits, you're also making profits. This is extremely powerful, and I really want you to prioritize this opportunity and use it to change your life. All right, so these are just some examples of the money being made by people during the last bull run. Imagine people were making $5,000 every day, $6,000, while the rest of the world was in poverty. Too many of us keep living our fears. Oh, I'm afraid this is going to happen. I'm afraid this is going to happen. When you listen to Curtis Jackson's book, there's a book he wrote about his experience. And he said in one of the chapters, fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. You have to. As you walk it, you're going to get to your destination. The ability of a person to see his future, believe in that future, have the confidence that it's coming, and bring that future to today. He might be broke at the moment, but he brings that future to today. Let me tell you Curtis Jackson's story. Nobody was ready to sign him. There was no record label ready to sign him, but there were people that were called bootleggers. All right. So these people are like they deal on pirated copies. So when a record label has signed an artist, they normally hunt down those bootleggers, those pirates who sell the pirated copies. Now, Curtis Jackson had not signed with it. Nobody was ready to sign him. So he leaked his audio to these bootleggers and behaved as if he was signed by a record label. So he just leaked, he told some of his guys to leak it to the bootleggers, and those bootleggers started playing said this is the latest 50 Cent. This is a new artist, 50 Cent. He's been signed by this. I mean, Curtis Jackson is 50 Cent. He actually created some fake QR code at, the barcode at the back of the CD. He did a lot of fake things, took pictures, called cameraman, took pictures. Nobody was ready to sign Curtis Jackson. He wasn't a known star, but he had to leak his tape to the bootleggers. So what was he trying to do? He was just trying to fake it until he makes it. Now, those guys decided to sell his CD. And before you know it, they say, who is this 50 Cent? No record label could release his song. At the end of the day, the bootleggers the pirated guys were now shining the market. Everybody wanted to sell 50 Cent's music. Even 50 Cent went to one of them once and said, hey, what do you have? And the guy said, I have 50 Cent's audio. You want to buy? Wow. And 50 Cent was impressed that he just asked this guy, what do you have? And the guy said he has 50 Cents to sell to him, which is the hottest album. He didn't know that he was 50 Cents talking to the guy. So he bought 2 pieces of that album, 2 pieces of the disc. So this is what people do. The stars you are seeing today, they had to fake it until they made it. They had to believe in the future, and they had to do whatever it took to rise. Today, Curtis Jackson is well known, 50 Cent. Everybody knows him. He has sung, he has directed, he has sang different songs, he has directed, he's run businesses, he's a multimillionaire. But he started where nobody was ready to sign him. No record label was ready to sign him. Today, it doesn't matter where you are. I tell you, if you take RoyalQ seriously, you're going to add value in your life. Your family is going to gain financial relief. You will smile to the bank. You will not be worried about the exchange rate in your country. You will not be bothered about how to get fuel for your car, generator, whatever it is. You will be good to go. You will gain financial relief. It's up to you to decide what you want to be. What would it be like if in a year you made $10,000 by the side, working just 30 minutes a day? Would extra $10,000 bring value to you? What if you could make $50,000 in a year? It's possible. It all depends on how you decide to build this business. I love playing this video, so I'm just going to quickly play this video. Listen to it. It inspires me, and I hope it does you. All right, so that was a very inspiring video. I love it every single time I watch it, and I hope that it was able to inspire you. This is the introduction to RoyalQ, and I hope you got value from it. Get back to whoever invited you, get back to them, get the referral link, get started. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. What would an extra cash do in your life? If you had an extra $50,000 in a year, how would you dress? What kind of apartment would you live in? I'm telling you, you need cash flow. Cash flow will change your life. RoyalQ can give you the money that people are looking for in Ponzi schemes exists in RoyalQ. Let's go. Congratulations to all of you and welcome to the team.